Hello, this is the Tradesight Stocks and Futures Market Preview for Wednesday, the 14th of September 2016. So Wednesday, which could be options unraveling day, Wednesday or Thursday usually is. It's a triple expiration week. Friday is options, futures, and commodities expiration. So better chance of an unraveling move than your average single month expiration. Let's be aware of that. We certainly got a warning shot on Friday and then came back on Monday. We lost a little bit of ground back on Tuesday here. So the rollover looks potentially here. Now, again, here's the ES front month futures contract. You see the 13 sell signal 2 days before everything rolled. You see the red static trend line. That's really the target of that signal. It doesn't mean it can't go lower. It simply means that's where you would expect to get to from that signal. So the signal was right on. But, how far are we going to go? Is this options? It's always around options expiration, right? Is this options expiration going to leave us wide open and things are going to panic and sell off or not? Remember, this is that time of year, September, October. It came into the month saying what? September is historically the only negative month of the year on average. So far, we're down. And then obviously we know that a lot of crashes occur in October. Bottoms, even if we don't crash, we head down in September and we bottom out in early October. So this all bodes for a downward move, at least somewhat. It may not be that big of a deal, but we got to be prepared for it. Certainly, I wouldn't be sitting around holding long positions for no reason. All right, let's go through everything we usually track. Here's the crude oil down $1.35 to $44.95. Gold down another $5.50. It's interesting in the sell-off. Everything's pretty much down, right? The S&P lost 32 points today. Again, hitting almost the low of the prior day in the move down today. The NDX down 41, not nearly as bad percentage-wise. SOX down 7. Biotech's down 50. Never did get the 13, I guess. Never did get the 13 on that one. Interesting. The VIX gained $2.69, coming back up here a bit. It's going to be interesting to see where that gets to. The trend, our hopes of a low 10-day moving average on the trend went out the window when we got today's trend reading at 3.18. Yuck. Look at that 10-day moving average shooting up to 1.19 from there. Nasdaq volume 1.9 billion shares. Advanced decline ratio negative 1,800. Advanced decline ratio negative 2,400. That was on the Nasdaq. Here's on the New York negative 2,400. Really bad the last couple of days. Well, Friday horrible, today horrible. Tuesday obviously, or Monday was a bounce. Google lost $10.10. Apple gained $2.50. Amazon lost $10.48. Netflix down $2.96, and then let's not forget about Tesla, which was down a little bit here. All right, so let's look at the intraday action just so we can see. I mean, obviously we've been on the December contracts now fully for a couple days. If you go back and look at the volume, remember there's Thursday where there's no volume, then Friday when they were basically trading this contract, and now Monday and Tuesday fully into this contract, and the Septembers are pretty much dead at this point. So, look at the wind here. So Friday was a gap down and head lower. Monday was a small gap down and then headed up, came back to Friday's opening level, and then today we gapped down and almost got to the lows of the other day. It was a contained day comparatively. We've now got 2 gaps left above us, obviously, but in this market environment, we may fill those at a later date. Nasdaq side, on the other hand, seems a little stronger, right? Never got near the lows of Monday, never even really got into the lower half of Monday's range. And it was dead flat. This was not nearly as interesting of a day, which is fine to have a measuring day after the back and forth that we had. But I still think here comes options unraveling and everything else. So be careful at what we're going to get here in the rest of the week. All right, let's take a look at data coming out. Just for Wednesday, and then of course tomorrow night we'll have the market preview for Thursday and Friday. So for Wednesday, we've got the MBA mortgage index at 7 a.m. Import-export prices at 8:30, and crude oil inventories. It's the weekly number, an hour in. By the way, what's left this week? Initial and continuing claims, retail sales, PPI, Philly Fed, current account balance, industrial production, capacity utilization, CPI, Michigan sentiment, natty gas inventories. That's a lot left over the next 2 days. So, again, are they going to unravel the options on Wednesday? We'd be looking for that after the first hour's play is where that usually happens. Or do they save it to Thursday for some reason because of the plunge on Friday and because of all the data that's left? How much time are they really going to leave themselves exposed here? Be interesting to see. However, volume's been better, and again, I think I've loved the last 3 trading days. Hopefully, it continues. Tuesday was definitely a little bit of a slowdown after Monday and Friday, but it is what it is. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal 12. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading Wednesday.